At 6, the number of 911 calls related to mental health is on the rise everywhere. In St. Charles County, a team of paramedics is helping to ease the burden on first responders and get patients the help they need. First Alert 4's Caroline Hecker explains how it works and what it means for taxpayers across St. Charles County.
Brother, you okay?
It's becoming more and more common, police officers responding to calls for mental health crises.
What's your name, man?
Emergencies like this teenager straddling an overpass in O'Fallon in 2023.
Talk to me about it. What's going on? Why'd they take your phone, dude?
This teen encountering police multiple times in the weeks prior, suffering from mental health issues. But a group of paramedics with St. Charles County Ambulance District is looking to help. John Romeo oversees the Mobile Integrated Health Program. It consists of a dozen paramedics specifically trained in behavioral health, sent to calls to ensure patients get the help they need and fast.
We're happy to transport them to the hospital, but a lot of the times they weren't necessarily being admitted. They would be discharged with follow-up care, and then a lot of times that didn't happen.
The team bridges that gap, helping to facilitate follow-up care, often the next day. Aside from ERs, the team has options. There are 2 crisis access points in St. Charles County where specialized behavioral health care takes place. The Compass Health facility in Wentzville serves adults, while one in St. Peters targets kids. In St. Peters, new 988 decals are on the back of police patrol cars. A 24/7 crisis lifeline, officers hope it's a reminder to anyone who may need it.
You never know who's going to be in crisis or what they're going to be looking up for, and if they happen to be behind a police car at a red light and they see that, and that might be the answer to their issue for that day.
St. Peters Police is also the first agency to partner with the ambulance district, giving their officers access to the team of paramedics.
We're not dealing with the same people over and over again, and so that we know that we're getting them help and we know that the program works.
The ambulance district says it's seen a 50% drop in the number of 911 calls from people who have been helped by its mobile team. In St. Charles County, Caroline Hecker, First Alert 4.